Man, Z100 852. Something weird is going on.
Yeah.
The World Trade Center is on fire.
Oh my Seriously, the top of the building. We're trying to get information.
Top level of one of the
news to unfold from New York City.
A plane crashed. Just
my sister's in that building.
Okay.
And I hope she's okay. And I gotta run to New York. Oh my God! It's complete pandemonium.
All right, first of all, calm down.
There's raining papers and ashes and.
Wait a minute. Stop just a second. Why are we going in the... I've got breaking news. Breaking news yesterday. New York City just elected as their mayoral candidate for the left and the Democrats a Muslim radical who is also a communist. So, I mean, it only took you 25 years. It only took you 25 years, New York, to go completely insane. You know, somebody who is, well, I mean, if I might quote Michael Malice today, I am old enough to remember when New Yorkers endured 9/11 instead of voting for it. But you've got a communist jihadist apologist now who was, CARE put $100,000 behind his bid for New York City mayor. So you got somebody who's endorsed by CARE. That's really good. He also was somebody who said, he was for the shooting of the United Healthcare CEO. He said he was looking forward to driving down Mangione Avenue, which I don't know. It sounds like supporting killing people in the streets. Maybe it's just me. Then he also said that he was going to globalize the Intifada, which I think that's maybe that's just me. I mean, what do I know? Tim Miller, who's a podcaster, asked him a few weeks ago about his pro-Palestinian slogan, "Globalize the Intifada," and he said, "Well, to me, ultimately, what I hear in so many is a desperate desire for equality and equal rights and standing up for Palestinian human rights." Oh, is that what you hear, Mr. Kerr? Really? That's what you... Huh, that's interesting. Right. So globalize the Intifada. I mean, sure that's... Well, let me go on, because I don't want to take him out of context. He then delved into the semantics of the Intifada, citing the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum's use of the word as a translation for uprising in an Arabic version of an article the museum published about the Warsaw Ghetto. Oh, so this is just a comparison about the armed rebellion against the Nazis. I don't know if that makes me feel better. I mean, if we're globalizing that, who are the Nazis in this scenario? Because I don't think it's the Palestinians. I certainly don't think it's anybody who's like, hey, global jihad. I don't think it's those guys. Who are the Nazis? Who are the Nazis in that? And it seems, if that's what you mean, then it's not just a harmless kind of slogan about human rights. It is a call for violence on the streets. Because I don't know if you know that's what happened when the Jews had their uprising against the Nazis. I mean, I'm just saying. But hey, free Palestine. Oh, that's not what that means, gang. That is not what that means. But don't worry about it. He's just going to be possibly the new mayor, and that's great. Oh, by the way, the Columbia faculty members signed a letter defending Hamas. They were also among the donors to his mayoral campaign. So, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I mean, really, And his father, who used to work at Columbia, do you know, Stu, is he still a professor at Columbia University? He said that this violent terror thing of Islam is not a part of Islam. Now, I've read the Quran and much of the Hadith, and I'm pretty sure the violence is a part of that. But no, this is something entirely new. And his father, while at Columbia University, wanted everybody to know that this is something that came out of America. America is really responsible for this. And, it really started with the Reagan administration, when he started with his very religious terms, to finish the war against the evil empire. So, that's where 9/11 came from. Is what, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Because who am I? I'm clearly am I an anti-Semite today or am I an Islamophobe? I can't remember which one it is. Oh, it's probably both. Anyway, Islamophobia. Let me just explain Islamophobia. I haven't even gotten to the communist part of him, which is really, really great. New York, you're in for one hell of a ride. You really are. Buckle up. It's going to be a fun roller coaster for you. My gosh, I've never been happier that I've been away from New York. Anyway, I just want you to know there is Islam and then there is Islamist. Now, an Islamist is somebody who really wants Sharia law. That's political Islam. That's not a faith. That's political Islam. And let me make really something really clear. Criticizing Islamicism is not Islamophobia. Pointing out the dangers of, political Islam, the ideology that seeks to use the tools of democracy ultimately to destroy democracy, it's not an attack on Muslims. No. You know why? Because Muslims are often the first people in line, the first victims of the ideology. So let's draw a bright line between Islam as a faith, who millions of people can practice that faithfully and peacefully. It's mostly peaceful, okay? And then there is the Islamism. The Islamicism is something entirely, that's a political project. A theocratic left loves theocracies. They love it. Of course, they don't have a problem with seeing it when an Islamist is touting this. Anyway, it's not about prayer. It's not about fasting. It's not about spiritual life. It is all about power. It's about merging of mosque and state. It's about implementing Sharia, not as a personal code of conduct, but as a governing legal system. And it's supremacy, absolutely. Faith, religion, there's one thing that's supreme. It's misogynistic. It's deeply intolerant of all kinds of things. Dissent, secularism, other faiths, even competing interpretations from inside the faith itself. It will behead them too. So let's be honest here for a second, CARE should be labeled an international terror organization, in my opinion. Oh, does that make me that makes me an Islamophobe? I'm sure they are going to start a campaign against me on being an Islamophobe. Stand in line, guys. You've been doing it since 2001. Okay, I don't really care, and I don't think the American people. I think that record, all the grooves are worn out on that one. Okay. This is not a religion we're talking about. When we're talking about Sharia law and we're talking about globalize the Intifada, what is that? Or Intifada? What does that mean exactly, to globalize it? Does that mean we now want to do what is happening to Israel all over the world? Has the Palestinian plight become our plight now as Americans? That there has to be an intifada here because it's kind of the same, It's kind of the same over, with what the Palestinians are going through. It's very much like what the Jews went through with the Nazis. That's a weird one. That makes my head hurt. It's very much the same as that, and very much the same as the fight against Donald Trump. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's fun, really fun. The irony here is the ones who are going to scream Islamophobia the most are the ones in the progressive left, the champions of feminism, LGBTQ rights, and secularism. They're going to you want to talk about your head hurting? They're going to stand with the people who want to kill them first. See, this is how smart they are. This is why it's going to work out well in New York City. Let me just say, if you have an ounce of common sense, you run a business, you have an ounce of wealth. And I don't mean wealth like, hey, let's get on the boat for a 3-hour tour with a suitcase full of cash. I mean that you've saved anything. Get the hell out of New York City. I mean, this is about survival. This is about free speech. This is about women's rights, religious pluralism, secular legal systems, liberal democracy. But it's also about failed principles of communism. Okay? First, you have to call out political Islam for what it is. Okay? And we have to do it with the clarity that we call out white nationalism. Got to do it with that. Got it. The Klan, really bad people. Really bad people. Anybody who's shouting for globalize the Intifada, pretty bad. Pretty bad people. Okay? Now, let's get to communism, because that's another cool angle of the new Democratic candidate for mayor of New York City that I think is cuddly and cute. Sure, it led to 100 million deaths, but this time New York is going to be radically different. Oh, did I use the word radical? I didn't mean to use that. What's radical about this guy? Nothing. He's just like you. Well, not exactly. Now, the new mayoral candidate that's running there in New York City, that so many young people rush to defend and vote for, he's promising free buses. That's going to work out. Where are you going to get the money for free buses? No money. It's free. City-run grocery stores. Oh, rent freezes. And finally, somebody has done it, a $30 minimum wage. So under the banner of equity and, we're going to tax the wealthy and the corporations, we're going to squeeze another $10 billion out of them. Really? Because they're going to call U-Haul. They're going to call something like U-Haul. I think U-Haul is there's going to be a lot of movers that are like, how do I get the truck back from Texas or Florida back up to New York? Nobody's moving up there. But he's going to do it. Now, his vision isn't really new, just tax people so we could have city-run grocery stores. I remember, I'm old enough to remember those city-run grocery stores in Moscow. They were great. The shelves were empty, but that's just Moscow. I mean, it worked out completely different in Venezuela, where, oh no, it didn't. That's right. The grocery store, they were eating the zoo animals. So, but it's going to be different in New York because they have rent controls too. And that will just, choke the housing supply. But don't worry, as a young family, you voted for it. You know better. It's going to work this time. So, I like building ideas. I just don't usually like building on the graves of 100 million people. But, why not? Why not? Use this dogma. And this time it's going to be different. It's not like it was in China where, the Great Leap Forward was a gross parody of progress. Venezuela, which was oil rich, one of the richest nations in the hemisphere, now sees 90% of its population in poverty. Ah, darn it. You know what they did? They decided to take state control of things, like grocery stores. And it worked out well. How's that free busing working out in Venezuela? I just want to know. Anyway, then you got the Intifada, which is going to drop a little violence in and anti-Semitism in with your communism, which is weird because violence and anti-Semitism always happen when it comes to communism. This is weird. I've got to play something for you because this just dawned on me earlier this morning. I thought, oh wow, wait a minute, this is the whole coalition coming together here. So this is going to be good. New York, this is going to be great. It's going to be great for you. No, I mean, he's going to uplift you, and the social fabric of New York City is just going to be just one. It's going to be Fantastic. Don't worry about your $120 billion in debt or your $10 billion deficit that you have right now. You're going to charge the rich more taxes, and they're going to stay right there. They're going to be like, you know what? That 46% in taxes that I'm paying is just not enough. It's just not enough. I need to pay 60 or 70% to be able to pay my fair share. So that's good. That's good. That's good. Ooh. You know, they're not risking 100 million people. It's just 8 million people. This time it's just 8 million people. But hey, for those of you in upstate New York that aren't going to be part of this experiment, don't worry. You get to pay for it because they'll kick it up to the state. The state will have to subsidize everything. And don't you love it? I mean, really, don't you want to subsidize the really crazy ideas of New York City? I mean, why don't you have a democratic socialist, aka communist, mayor? Why haven't you done that? Are you not progressive enough? Are you not looking to the future? Are you stuck in the past? I don't know. The graveyard's pretty big. I have a hard time getting past that one, you know? So, yeah, I'm stuck in the past because I can't seem to pass that graveyard and continue down the path with you. But it's going to be a paradise. New York City is going to be, forget arithmetic, you know, or human nature. This time, it's going to work. It's going to work. So, all right. Wish I lived in New York. No, wait. No, I don't. No, I don't. And Ted Cruz, stop it. Stop writing, hey, come to Texas. No, don't come to Texas. Don't come to Florida. Go to California. It's beautiful this time of year. Go there.